So when you're doing any of this part, or even when you're adding these squares, put these squares together, or adding the row to the rest of it, the main thing that I have found is you want to make sure that they're backing, they're two backing that you put together face to face. You want to make sure they're even. That way you don't have one on there here and one here. That's how you end up with bigger gaps. So make sure the purple and the backing is together, even. Trying to keep the seams together doesn't always seem to match, but I'm doing pretty good. I think they're lining up pretty darn decent. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm working my way from seam to seam and matching up the backings. I'm not worried about the fronts. I can go because I can see them and I can get them. Just trying to make sure the backings are meeting together with a one even spot that I didn't have to worry about. So, when I get to here, see, I try to match the seams up. This one, this square, this top square, it's a little bit big. It's got a little bit of wrinkle. Then if you notice, the top over here is that little bit short. You can see. So, I can't do this seam to seam. Pull that one out. Pull this top tight. And just pull them both tight to make sure the purples are even. The backing is even. And do that. And then see, now they line up a little better. Still a touch off, and that's okay. And then the sides can't cover. And now it's ready to sew on. Also, when you're pinning this to the rest of it, you'll make sure that these pins are pretty far down, like nearly to this seam right here. Then you can sew this edge without ever removing the pin, and it won't be in your way or mess up. And then you don't have to worry about trying to keep it in line as you're sewing. They're still there. And I'm going to do this seam the same way I did these side seams. Sew with the edge of the top in that spot along the clear. I think that's a 1/4 inch, maybe a little over 1/4 inch spot on here, and then flip it and check the other side. I work my way back this way to make sure I got all of this side. I'm going to pull my pins out. So I don't need them anymore. And it's mainly to make sure that I covered these seams pretty well from where they're different squares. This one came a little higher than this one, but that's how I'd make them even in the middle here. You just got to make sure when you're transitioning from one square to the next that you're staying and you're catching all of that top. And that's all I'm doing, is making sure I'm catching it, that I caught every bit of it on this side while I take the pins out. Now, I'll flip it over. And I'm going to look at this side. Cut this string off. Now I'm going to follow along this side, and I'm going to make sure, see right here, if you can see that. right here, I nearly missed the cloth. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do that same kind of seam on this side where the 1/4 inch mark or the clear part on the foot is lined up with the edge of this top cloth. That'll make sure that I get it. See, I kind of missed it on this corner too as well. That's what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to go back. There were several little places that I missed. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it on this side the same way. Like I said, it's not that big a deal on these seams because you're not really going to be seeing them. But I want to make sure I get the cloth so that it doesn't pull out at all when I'm going, because yes, I could get away with this because I'm going to put that other strip sole beside it. But with these, and it being the front, I want to make sure this doesn't move or bunch up while I'm doing that middle seam, that cover. Plus, doing it this way also ensures that I get the purple, the backing. Because even if this top one, the first one being so close to the edge, didn't get the backing, the second one should. Was if I missed on the front, or nearly missed on the front, very, very possible I either missed or nearly missed the backing as well. Alright, so now I'm going to go through and I'm just going to, you just lightly pull along that seam to see if any of the purple comes off. So far, so good. And see, that's the seams, that's the thread, but it's not, the purple's not coming apart. The purple's all in there. So I was able to get every bit of the purple. Every seam I've done that way by doing one side and then turned it over and did the other side, I haven't had an issue of the purple pulling apart. So now I'm going to put the camera, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to trim this, and I just knocked over all of my straight pins. So I'm going to pick those up.